you have been in wars. You've been in a bunch of wars.
Yeah.
And Ilia really had only had some rough moments against Jai Herbert. Yusuf Zalal gave him some problems, but it was nothing serious. The wars that you've been in, these just down and dirty brawls that you've been in, you're comfortable with the back and forth. You're comfortable with enduring. You know that you're not going to break.
Back in your mouth, please, loudly, shut up, man.
What did you say, Jared, anyway? That little bum's irrelevant. As a boy, you little mongrel.
De corazón. Hey.
English, yeah?
Hey.
Speak English.
You want to talk to me like the man-to-man? You said something about me. I went to your country. I slap your face. I get at the waist and grin. I walk like a king in your street.
Are you talking English?
What you did?
Is that English?
Man? Yeah, of course I do.
Speak English for the people.
Shut up.
Not German or Spanish like you're from.
I'm talking.
Mongrel.
Recovery is a process that cannot be rushed, which is why many fans believe extra time away from competition could ultimately benefit Ilia Topuria. While questions remain about his return, few doubt his fighting spirit. Throughout his career, Topuria has built a reputation for embracing challenges rather than avoiding them, leading many to believe he will come back more motivated than discouraged. For many observers, every setback presents another opportunity to grow and return as a more complete fighter.
Champion. It's that simple. If you want me to fight Justin next, if you want me to fight Posh Boy next, if you want me to fight Chorizo next, if you want me to fight Charles next, anyone can get it.
For a long time, they absolutely hate one another. They've been going back and forth, talking shit, throwing bottles of water at one another, okay? Calling each other names. They even stood in the middle of a UFC octagon after Ilia Topuria knocked out Charles Oliveira. Paddy Pimblett got in the cage. They squared.
The rivalry between Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria has been building for months, with both fighters exchanging sharp remarks in interviews and across social media. As tensions escalated, the feud reached a new level at UFC London when Topuria confronted Pimblett face-to-face, creating one of the event's most talked-about moments and intensifying their already heated rivalry.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? You got to be happy with that.
I didn't quit on my stool like a...
No, see, this is part of the stuff I wanted to ask you about. What are your thoughts on Ilia right now?
He's a little bitch, lad. How can you sit there, call yourself a world champion and quit on your stool when the going gets tough? You know what I mean? You don't do that. You know, Justin Gaethje beat me and I said he was going to beat Ilia.
Whenever Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria appear at the same press conference, tensions quickly escalate as both fighters exchange sharp verbal jabs. What began as a disagreement has evolved into one of the UFC's most personal and talked about rivalries. After Topuria's loss to Justin Gaethje, Pimblett used the defeat to intensify their ongoing feud, arguing that it exposed weaknesses in the former champion's game. Following his own victory, Pimblett also welcomed the idea of a rematch with Justin Gaethje, describing it as unfinished business and expressing confidence that a second meeting would allow him to showcase his improvements and settle the score.
What I'd do to you, I'd make you quit. Oh! Nice right hand by Justin. Oh! Gaethje always goes for the kill. I know he could leave himself a bit open, being a bit overzealous and trying to finish him, but it doesn't look to me like Topuria's got that power still, lad. And you can see, never faced any adversity in your life, lad. And now you're facing it and you're f***ing quitting like a little... I went 5 with him, lad, and kept biting down on me gummy and swinging.
Paddy Pimblett believes Ilia Topuria may not be the same fighter after his loss to Justin Gaethje, arguing that defeats of that magnitude can leave lasting effects on a fighter's confidence and approach inside the octagon. In his view, those experiences can shape future performances long after the fight is over. Meanwhile, attention has shifted to the lightweight title picture, with many MMA analysts expecting newly crowned champion Justin Gaethje to defend his belt against Arman Tsarukyan. If that matchup becomes official, it would pit two of the division's top competitors against each other and set the stage for one of the most anticipated championship fights in the lightweight division.
You're saying because that can change.
He's never lost before. Like, I lost when I was 18, I had to build myself back up then. Then I lost again when I was 21, when I thought I was invincible. But he's never lost before, and he's about 27, and his whole aura around his fighting is, I'm unbeaten, no one can beat me. 38-year-old man, know what I mean, when he beat me. And then he just went and absolutely punched his face in for 4 rounds.
It wasn't quite like that, but you're right though, he did beat him convincingly.
Ariel Helwani and his guest offered a different perspective on Ilia Topuria's future, arguing that his recent defeat could ultimately become a turning point rather than a career-defining setback. In their view, the loss removes the pressure of protecting an undefeated record and gives Topuria the freedom to rebuild and evolve without the burden of perfection. Both expressed confidence that he has the talent and determination to work his way back into title contention. Topuria has echoed that mindset himself, making it clear he intends to earn a rematch with Justin Gaethje and views their rivalry as unfinished business. Meanwhile, Michael Bisping believes Topuria could be sidelined for around 6 months while recovering from his orbital injuries, stressing that a full recovery is essential before returning to elite competition. Bisping also believes a future showdown between Topuria and Paddy Pimblett has all the ingredients of a blockbuster event, citing their long-standing rivalry, genuine bad blood, and star power as the perfect formula for one of the UFC's biggest fights.
In his face, okay? I'm not surprised. The man was black and blue, okay? The swelling on the face, the swelling on the nose. It's okay. He'll be back. He'll be fine, right? Will he be the same version of himself? We don't know. We got to assume. I thought the way that Ilia Topuria handled himself after the fight was nothing but class. I think I saw a story somewhere that his brother came over to him and said, "How you doing?" He said, "Hey, listen, did the people enjoy the fight?" That's the main thing that he wanted to know. And it was a phenomenal fight. Obviously, recency bias, one of the best fights this year, if not of all time. Topuria just lost to Justin Gaethje, so they're both coming off losses. And if he wins against Benoit Saint-Denis, well, Ilia Topuria is the former undisputed lightweight champion of the world, so it's still a good, logical matchup. And these two absolutely hate one another. There'll be a lot of drama in the build-up to the fight.
Paddy Pimblett responded to the criticism surrounding his recent performances by making it clear that he is not concerned with constantly changing public opinion. Rather than focusing on his critics, he said his priority is to keep improving, winning fights, and letting his performances speak for themselves. Joe Rogan and Justin Gaethje also analyzed the key moments of Ilia Topuria's fight, suggesting that Gaethje's composure under pressure and Topuria's unsuccessful attempts to force a finish ultimately shifted the momentum in the later rounds. Looking at Pimblett's most recent victory, Michael Bisping explained that although both Paddy and Benoit Saint-Denis are accomplished grapplers, he expected the fight to be decided on the feet. Bisping praised Pimblett's unpredictable striking, confidence, and ability to threaten opponents from any position, arguing that his creativity and relentless pressure make him one of the most difficult fighters in the lightweight division to prepare for.
Yeah, and Ilia really had only had some rough moments against Jai Herbert. Yusuf Zalal gave him some problems, but it was nothing serious. The wars that you've been in, these just down and dirty brawls that you've been in, you're comfortable with the back and forth. You're comfortable with enduring. You know that you're not going to break.
Chael Sonnen believes Paddy Pimblett's 5-round experience gives him a valuable edge, as there is no substitute for competing under championship-level pressure. Pimblett agrees that mental adaptability is crucial, arguing that staying flexible and adjusting to changing circumstances inside the octagon is often just as important as physical skill.
I have something to chase, because I was always chasing this belt, and I was expecting to wake up with like some kind of natural release of pressure, but I don't know, I don't feel that.
Despite the growing excitement surrounding a potential clash between Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria, the timeline remains uncertain. Following his dominant UFC 329 victory, Pimblett said he is interested in the matchup but would rather stay active than wait for Topuria, who is recovering from orbital injuries. While the rivalry continues to build, both camps acknowledge that the fight is far from official, leaving fans to wonder when the long-awaited showdown will finally take place.